Hello. Look at that timing. Hi everybody, hope you're having a good day. Ta-da. Got here. Hang on, light. It's been a long time coming. Finally got to Shadowbringers though. Very excited. So, before we watch trailer, we're going to do real quick. I don't know why I clicked that. Gotta go back. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay. Where we last left off. All of our friends, souls ripped out of their bodies. Agred, Ishtola, Alice, Alphino, Riange, everybody. And we don't know why. Or what we're fucking gonna do about it. Xenos from Stormblood. His soul is in the body of someone else, and he could do that because there's the echo, and he can body hop. And his body is currently possessed by an Ascian, Elidibus. Also, another Ascian, Solus, has been revealed to be behind Garlemald, and he's hanging about and doing shady shit. The Emperor is in the middle of all of that, and I don't know what's going to happen with him. And shit went sideways, basically. And then we're here. That's the 30-second roundup you get. We are going to watch a trailer. And we're going to relax and enjoy the spectacle. Now, I've seen this before, but it's pretty. And what's really cool is if you watch it before the patches, you'll see here that we have that's the ship Alphino crashed in, I think. No, it's not. This is a battlefield, and that's just guardian ships. You'll see us.
Years have come and gone since that day.
Dueling with Xenos. Before the patches, you didn't know that that's not actually Xenos' soul in there.
How many years have I waited for this moment?
That's an Ascian pretending to be Xenos.
For the one that stood alone against the storm. For the one they called.
Oh, that's a bit weird, pixely. Oh, I know what that is. Ah. What's that? There you go. I think if that was it, yeah, sharpening, yeah. Weary wanderer, no fight left to fight. No life left to live. Oh, it comes, the end, your end. That's the first time we see a live job swap in the trailer as well, I think.
What sayest thou, Master Matoya? We may accept this fate or defy it, but we cannot deny it.
Deny? wont to run from my troubles.
Turn it up.
Until our friend returns, I will hold the line.
And the story leading into this is so good. Hey, Tucker.
This town certainly has changed, and not at all for the better.
Oh.
I'm not going anywhere. I promise you, Infilia.
Is that dancer?
This tragedy, greater even than the seventh umbral calamity, must be undone. History must be unwritten. Let it be unwritten. Become what you must. Become the
Warrior of Darkness.
darkness.
There we go. There's a lot in there. Some of it won't make sense to us for a little while yet. But we love it. Okay. Let's get in. Now, I have no idea what class I'm gonna focus on, if any. I am far too scatterbrained for anything like that. But for now, I think we will be, what we're going to play. Do we have anything near 70? Samurai? Dancer? I'm not that into dancer really. Monk, Dragoon. Should we play Dragoon? I will do dungeons and things as healers probably, or tanks. Should we do Dragoon? Let's do Dragoon. I want to do Dragoon. Quite like Red Mage too. But I'm going to do good old Dragoon. Although before we do, I want to set up a glamour plate. I don't want to look like a Dark Knight. Yeah, I've been really unproductive today. Far too lazy. got nothing done. I mean, I walked the dog twice and made dinner. Fed all the animals. So the basics got done. And the glamour plates. Where are we? I really like the antiquated Dragoon set, so we're going to be using that, I think. What do you think of that weapon? Yeah, we're just going to go all out. Why do I feel like the preview or something is a bit blurry? Yeah, I'm going to save that. Right. And then we will assign that. What shares gear with the Dragoon the Reaper? Okay, that's fine. We want our Reaper looking like a Dark Knight or a Dragoon? Okay, what we'd do is we're going to go gear set, Goon, link glamour plate, 12, a Reaper, link glamour plate, number. It's a Dark Knight looking one. Because now we can do that. Yeah, we'll do that. Link gear set. Great. Cat's in my fucking way again. And he's just fucking taking a seat. Say hi, Timo. It's Timo. It's trouble. Get out of here. Hey! God damn it, sir. Okay, great. That's a not good choice. Okay, Dragoon. Great. Ready, I think. We've done most of our dailies, and I think we're just going to get to it. So, Circus Trench. Go to Mordona. Now, once again, I'm going to be entirely transparent. I have played through this before. I played all the way through to the end of Endwalker before, but it was years ago. And I found out by playing Stormblood and Heaven's Ward that I am sufficiently rusty that there are still twists and turns that I totally fucking forgot about. So we're here for a good time. We're going to be taking our time, nice and slow. We are going to be doing all things like this. We have all of the allied societies, all the reputation grinds done. We'll be doing that all the way through. Any side content, we'll be trying our best to give a go. Things like Bosja. I have no idea. I haven't really done Bosja before. If it's really, really grindy, I'll do a lot of it off stream. But I'm really going to marinate in these expansions and take my time and just not rush it. And that's what I want to do. Okay. Hey Tataru, everyone's in fucking trouble. White Oak Weapon Coffer. Tataru is itching to share what appears to be good news. Good news, Reeve. Had a stroke of luck in our search for that beacon. Apparently, our colleagues have stumbled across a hidden path leading down into the hollows around the base of the Crystal Tower. Ah, that's right. We got a message from our enigmatic friend who's been stealing our friend's souls that we should go to the base of the Crystal Tower and receive a gift he's left for us. A beacon. Apparently, our colleagues have stumbled across a hidden path leading down to hollows around the Crystal Tower. Yep. Goodness, Timo. Path I doubt we'd ever have found. A path I doubt we'd ever have found had the Ironworks and Sons not added their numbers to the party. Next to them, we have eager eyes aplenty down there, checking under rocks and peering into every nook and cranny. Still, it sounds like there's a lot of ground to cover. But beggar, give him a hand. My thoughts exactly. The sooner we find this beacon, the sooner you can travel to wherever it is this mysterious voice is coming from. The sooner we can work out how to help our friends. We have to find a way to wake them up and before the Empire comes calling again, meaning we have no time to lose. Oh yeah, that's another thing, is we got the Empire knocking on Alamigo's door constantly, so there's a bit of peril there as well. There's a boat in North Silvertier waiting to ferry people to the site, so let's be on our way. It's a new quest accept music. Oh my goodness, this cat. Then when you start petting him at all, he just starts licking up your arm. He's very much like a dog in that regard. Oops. Alright, get straight in an airship, eh? Sit here. Oh. St. Cornic Ferryman. Headed to the survey site, sir. It's on the eastern shore of the lake, and the swiftest way to get there is by boat. Let's go. Hey, Hori. Reeve, the search continues, but I've no doubt we should find this beacon of yours. Oh. My mic was a bit loose there. Aenor. The Archons need our help. Next to that, even matters of the heart don't seem to matter. She's horny for old Hori Border over here. This really is just our B team at this point, hey?
Look how many people there are. Should we get to it then? Pick up anything that seems the least bit device-like, and we'll make ourselves a pile.
Alright.
Well, if it isn't the hero of the hour,
Biggs.
maybe you'll change our look. We've found bugger all without you.
Biggs! Wedge!
Aye, aye. Well, we could hardly say no to a call for aid from the Scions. Jesse followed the chief for some other business, so we'll be working twice as hard to make up for his not being here.
Thrice as hard, even.
Thrice as hard, even.
Thank you, both of you. I'm sure we'll find that beacon in no time.
Audio is so hard to get right, you know? You can put in noise gates and noise suppressors and all kinds of stuff, and it won't hear me when I'm right here. But my wife laughing from across the house, no problem, that comes
You
through.
can squeeze in there, Wedge?
And get stuck halfway? No, thank you.
No, thank you.
I could try if you like.
Oh god, Tatara, you're the only one left.
Taru, no! We couldn't ask you to do that.
Oh, I'll be fine. This receptionist is not afraid to get her hands dirty.
Found something?
Sorry, I meant to say...
It's got the Ironworks logo on it.
Their preliminary assessment of the site yet, so we're not supposed to venture too far in.
So how is there an Ironworks device here?
What's that you got there? Now that looks promising.
That's not quite the Ironworks logo.
Isn't that the
Yeah,
Ironworks
okay, it's...
symbol? Counterfeiters?
Now I have you.
You are right.
What's happening?
Stay with me. Focus on my voice. Let expanse contract. Eon become instant.
Wait, this must be it. The device. Oh, this is supposed to happen.
Throw
Guess so. She seems happy about it.
May pass.
Safe journey, warrior of light. Find our friends and bring them home.
Off we go. We flying.
Oh, do not look at me so.
Much fun.
You're slaves to a tyrant. There's no freedom in that.
This is one battle you cannot fight. Away with you.
We did
Ardbert.
everything right.
My
Everything that was
favorite.
asked of us, and still it came to this.
There's Minfilia.
Your
That's the flood of
time
light.
has not yet come.
That's Ardbert. I recognize the axe. I love Ardbert. Hey buddy, it's been a minute. So, we are on the first, which is a shard of the source, or like an alternate, like not dimension, not reality. Kind of, it's complicated. And back during the Heaven's Ward post patches. Oh, hi there, Ember.
From endless dreams
I love this too. Total clarity, this is not my first playthrough, but it's been
something
long enough that
vague,
it
yet
feels fresh.
urgent, calls me to action once more.
Fucking Ardbert though, I love Ardbert. There's so many characters in this game I love, but Ardbert, like, he has a special little twinge. How are you doing anyway, Ember? Welcome to the stream. Honestly, what I found is playing through the expansions again with the knowledge is almost better. A Living Machinist. I currently have mine at like level 72, I think. This is the guy who was driving the carriage. It looks like him.
What brings you into the wilds this time of night?
Night. Yeah, it's bright. I've been enjoying playing through them again, even with like a good amount of knowledge about the twists coming up, because it makes you appreciate the earlier signs a bit more. You're able to like pick up on early hints and things, and it's really quite enjoyable. You've been leveling your machinist. What is your max level? Like, are you with your mains like at the release point? Are you level 100? What do you mean by this time of night?
Well,
Sorry, that was
it ain't
loud.
the oldest joke in the book. Me granddad, God rest his soul, used to tell that one to the barman at kicking out time. And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night? You rotten old drunk, you, he'd reply.
Oh shit, yeah. You are getting there then.
Yeah.
What's your main? What is your favourite?
Over 100 bleeding
Red Mage.
years
Good choice.
ago,
I quite like Red
that's
Mage.
when.
100 years ago. There's not been darkness for over 100 years.
You got that look down to a T. I'd almost think you meant it. Ah, got to you, did they? Poor beggar. That explains it then.
No thanks, buddy.
Well, I've roads to travel and wares to sell, but you'd best hurry along to the town nearby. Just head east through the trees and aim for the Shining Tower. You'll find the place soon enough. It's the biggest settlement for malms around. Go on now, friend. They'll take good care of you in the Crystarium.
Oh, the Crystarium. Very quick to pop a so healers don't have to worry. Yeah, I actually enjoy that. Again, my red mage is only about in the 70 area, 73 I think. But yeah, the raise, like you can raise better than, but actually healers can. Like, as a healer you need to swift cast and you get one off, and then you got to stand there for like 6 seconds to cast the second one. But as a red mage you can go bam raise, bam raise, bam raise.
Heights it rises,
Feels really good actually.
gleaming spire. Its tip threatening to pierce the blinding canopy. There, it will all begin anew. Between dark and light. The pure and the corrupt. The one true struggle.
Title drop, baby. Yeah, the summoner only has that one heal, right? And it's just useless after like level 50 or whatever the fuck. Although, depending what level you're at, the summoner has the Phoenix mode, right? I'm not sure what the technical terminology is. Oh. How haunting is this? Music? And now I'm about to break that by doing this. Oh, I can't mount. Okay, never mind. I can't show off my fancy favourite mount. Up the music a little bit. Oh baby, Crystal Tower. I also quite like
Halt.
Bard and Dancer for their semi-support roles. I quite like playing Bard and being able to remove people's
Every
debuffs and
face in
things.
this city I know. Yours, I do not.
Hey,
This is the threshold of the Crystarium, stranger, and I am its gatekeeper. If you would enter, you will answer my questions.
I don't remember your name, but I remember I really like you.
From where do you hail?
I don't know how to clearly explain that to you.
You will not say? Then I have even less reason to trust you. Had you given me an honest answer, I would not have barred your way. We care little here for a person's place of origin. But instead, you chose concealment. And I will not suffer you to pass.
Quite like that. Ah, gross little things. Look at them.
That one had eaten. It must have gulped down the whole hand.
Our poor trader friend's
Ring
dead.
bell.
Two tanks, 2 healers, 2 melee, 2 range, 2 magic. That's thorough. Yeah. Poor friend. I mean, in the long run, I hope to get them all to 100. I mainly have been trying to at least keep one of each to do the role quests. Oh, here he is. Here he is.
My lord. Just a stray sin
Oh,
eater,
boy.
and a weak one at that.
Crystal Exarch, baby.
I see.
The
Weak or
bestest
not,
boy.
we should be on the lookout for more.
Oh,
But I see you've met my guest. I will escort him to the Crystarium myself, if you've no objections.
I don't know what it is about this game,
Another of your mysterious friends, is it? I should have known.
but they're so good at endearing me to their characters.
Very well. I'll inform the others your guest is to be given the run of the city.
Like, I think I've got a favourite, and then I'm
Pray
like, oh yeah,
forgive
this
my
guy.
less than cordial
Or girl.
welcome. May the rest of your stay with us be a pleasant one.
Thank you.
Come with me. I will answer whatever questions you have when we are somewhere more private.
It's pretty obvious. I think it's a very hard line for them to walk. And I think they do it quite well.
Right then, before we plunge into the wheres and wherefores, let me first thank you for answering my summons.
Yeah, you just kind of fucked up our whole world for a bit, dude.
I had intended to bring you directly to my personal quarters, but I fear my aim was slightly off. That you are still able to make the crossing unharmed is a great relief. And so, we come to the question of where. The realm in which you now find yourself belongs to one of the 13 reflections, or shards.
Yeah, this is the first.
To be precise, even if its inhabitants are largely oblivious to the fact.
Literally didn't pay attention.
As to
AIR, you know who
wherefore,
this is.
Having been awarded the rather grandiose title of Crystal Exarch,
Crystal Exarch,
I,
yeah.
in my capacity as caretaker of the Crystarium, thought to seek the aid of you and your companions.
To be fair, if you've taken your time, ARR is like possibly 100 hours ago at this point. And even then, Graha was in it for just the Crystal Tower story, which, I'm gonna be real, a lot of players at that point in the story will be losing interest because ARR is long. There's a good chance they just skipped over and did the raids and then paid attention and thought nothing of it. So I think it is, and especially back in the day, right, it wasn't even part of the MSQ. So I think, and also, I mean, full on spoilers for anyone watching, but they do a good job here of hiding his ears. Which kind of plays with that a bit. But yeah, I mean, I love that it's our boy. Where are my friends, dude? Do you have any idea how much trouble you've caused?
An inkling, yes. I can only beg your forgiveness. Matters here forced my hand. But all shall be explained in due course, I promise you. Let us begin with the glaring skies
God.
above.
So excited. I've still got Endwalker as well. I've got so much good shit ahead of me.
Here in the first, the world has been all but consumed by primordial light.
Yeah, I remember hearing about it from Ardbert.
It began a century ago, by this realm's reckoning. A luminous flood swallowing everything in its path. More than 9/10 of this star was lost. And the fortunate few who survived are hounded by abominations born of that catastrophe even now.
I love the purple trees and grass as well.
Sin Eaters, we call them. The creature you saw earlier was one such monstrosity. It was to save the first from this menace that I learned to bridge the rift between worlds. That I might call upon the aid of the greatest of heroes.
It was to save the first from this menace.
Though it meant depriving a world of its champion, I had to try. For in saving the first, you would bring salvation to the source as well.
See, that in itself was a bit of a hint there, right? He says to save the first, I had to learn how to travel. Which tells us he's not from here. Very early on. And it's like, and I know it's going to fuck up your world, but you got to come here, because even if you don't come here, it's going to fuck up your world. And if you position your camera just right, you can see the remains of where they hid his tail. What if you like try and get into his
harangues his guests in the
dress robe?
Let us continue our talk within the Crystarium.
That's a really big bridge. I wish I didn't have my helmet on this whole time. And yes, I have boringly picked a male here.
Such a proud and vibrant city. The sole sanctuary for the living in a world all but resigned to oblivion. Each stone was laid with hope. The town itself a symbol. A monument to defiance in the face of death. No would-be hero could fail to answer its call. For who among us does not yearn for
Those
salvation?
birds. Oh. Honestly, something I wish from Square is to see the current MSQ quest of party members. I've got a few friends who have through the MSQ, and I'd love to be able to have a thing to tell me, hey, this is what they need to do, instead of having them put flags on the map constantly. Yeah, I guess. They could maybe do some kind of workaround. It'd be really good if there was, because you can obviously do New Game Plus, so it might be good if there was a way where you could join a party, and it just asks you there and then. In the same way you have to sync to a Fate. Like, would you like to hop ahead exactly into New Game Plus where they are? Might be nice, and then you could play through the cutscenes with them as well. That'd be pretty chill. Yeah. Just so you know kind of where I'm at. I'm going to be playing this slow. I am one of these people. I do all of my rep grinds. And I've got all of my classes at least at 70. Apart from Blue Mage, but we'll get that later. But even if we got to the end of this expansion now, if we were at the end of Shadowbringers, I've got almost my ranged physical for the role quest. I've got my mage and summoner and soon to be black mage. I've got 2 healers. I've got a tank there, but Paladin's not far off. And I've got Reaper and Viper for physical DPS. So yeah, I consider doing every role quest part of doing the story too. So I'm hoping by the time I get there an Endwalker, I've got one of these at each at 90. I just want to take my time and really enjoy it. And going purely off memory, if I have to be honest, I don't think Shadowbringers is my favourite. I don't think it's my second favourite. From what I remember, my favourite is Endwalker. And my second favourite, Stormblood. I said it. That's a take that a lot of people would hate. Blue Mage is best done at the end of Shadowbringers is your least. Oh, interesting. Hi there, Aurelia. How you doing? Shadowbringers is your least favourite. I mean, that's a hot take. What about Dawn Trail? Have you played Dawn Trail? Because I hear people give a lot of shit to Dawn Trail. I haven't played Dawn Trail. For me, Shadowbringers is my third favourite. Then I haven't played Dawn Trail, but after Shadowbringers, it's Heaven's Ward, obviously. That's my hot take. I think Stormblood gets a lot of shit and don't deserve it. Don't deserve it. Hey, Crystal Exarch. Let's continue. And here we are. Welcome, my friend, to the Crystarium. Alright, let's go. Ranking-wise. ARR, Stormblood, Endwalker, Dawn Trail, Heaven's Ward. ARR is your favourite. That's something. Holy shit. You got to explain that. Because I don't think it's as bad as people say. But there's no chance ARR is better than Endwalker. Stormblood is very interesting at second, dear lord, yeah. I just like the first half of Stormblood. I found it a bit boring. The second half I really enjoyed. So, without spending too much time on it, Stormblood I really liked because Gosetsu, absolutely amazing. Love Gosetsu. I love the Kojin. I think Four Lords, incredible. I love Four Lords. Rabanasta, don't like very much. The actual raids themselves is pretty good. Story, I couldn't get into it, but I haven't played the Final Fantasy 12, I think, and tactics that ties to it, so I was really disconnected. But Yotsuyu and Gosetsu in the post patches as well, really good. It was quite cartoony. The main antagonists were a bit out there, but generally I had a really good time with it. I think I was really good at world building too. So that's where I'm at with that. But ARR, top of the list, that is a take. You love world building? I love active villains. The way Constantine's been ransed up by Livia, the only time a villain actually had bark and bite. The tone and setup for all of the game is amazing. I mean, there is a lot of work to do there. I will say that when Livia kicks the Frixio, I think, or the Sylph, and smashes against the wall, that's the first time, in a cutscene, you're like, oh fuck. And then you have to pick up corpses, don't you? You have to collect corpses from their ransacking. It sets a tone, that's for sure. Now, a full and frank discussion in the privacy of my study would seem in order. I think our conversation would be more meaningful were you to first gain a firmer grasp of the situation here. To that end, I would like you to visit a few of the Crystarium civic leaders and glean something of this world and its predicament. Go talk to people. Can do. That is a pretty Aetheryte too. They got better Aetherytes than us. As you can see, this path will take you directly to the Aetheryte. I convenience with which I am sure you're only too familiar. Being the rightful object of my summoning spell, you should, in theory, be able to reach all the way back along your etheric trail and find a connection in the source, believe it or not. I strongly suggest you complete this achievement before venturing any further. Yeah, that would be embarrassing if we just left. After you have done so, walk up the steps to the next aetheryte and head out to the next to the aetheryte and head out to the left along the crystalline mean. This is where you'll find our collective of crafters and gatherers, as well as our spokeswoman, Catliss, one of the people I should like you to meet. Catliss, Everdeen. Another is Moran. To reach him and his cabinet of curiosity, you'll want to avoid the aforementioned steps. Take the exit on the left, and simply continue straight along and down until you come to the large doors. Yep, can do. Third and final person is Bragi, our man in charge of trade distribution. He is to be found in the markets, which you can access from the opposite side of the Aetheryte Plaza. Where are we? Every other villain since has been playing mouse to our cat, and AR Gaius and his crew are cat to our mouse. A little bit. In the start of Stormblood, Xenos kicks the crap out of us, right? Chases us off, and we kind of go into hiding. In fact, we go to the other side of the world to try and piss off the Guardians from the other direction. What made me absolutely hate AR is the amount of back and forth, the amount of random circus bullshit tasks get sent on. I mean, there's a lot of filler. They've cut a lot out now. I don't know when the last time we went through it was. They've cut a lot of missions here and there. In seeking out each of my colleagues, you'll visit the major districts of the city and hopefully gain a feel for the place. I trust my directions were simple enough. Yep, crystal clear. Hey! Ah, very good. I can see the layout of the Crystarium owes more to historic necessity than planning, but I'm sure you'll learn its twists and turns before long. In all honesty, the true challenge may be in finding the right way to approach the citizens. Okay. As you discover during your encounter with the captain, the people of this world are unaware of the existence of other stars. Yeah, it'd be crazy if I just introduced myself and say, hi, I'm from a different dimension. That being the case, when they ask whence you hail, as they inevitably will, I suggest you claim to share a homeland with the Crystal Exarch. There is an unspoken rule here about peering too deeply into that particular mystery. Okay. You finish making the rounds, pray meet me in the large courtyard at the centre of town. Till then. Okay, I've got a question that has confused me since Endwalker. And maybe you don't know the answer, maybe there is no answer. I haven't looked into it, but right, Endwalker, you can space travel, right? You go up to the moon and all that. You can space travel is a thing now. If I was to go up into space on the I can't remember what they call the ship, but the Daedalus? If you were to go on the spaceship up into the sky, could you fly to the first? Is it a planet in a solar system? The Ragnarok, yes. Okay, so it's not a physical space you can travel to. You have to etherically jump, right? Just to be clear. Because I can never really get my head around that. Tuning to a frequency. Okay. So then the follow-up to that is, with that concept, are they technically occupying the same area of space? Like, are they planets on top of each other and you're just like, whoop? If that makes any sense. For me, in my ranking is Endwalker, Shadowbringers, Heavensward, Stormblood, Dawntrail, AR. Really? Dawntrail that low? I haven't really seen much about it at all, so I have no expectations. But Endwalker, for me, was peak fiction. Like, to tie up a story that long, so neatly, and so many threads, it was just like chef's kiss. By focusing your senses, you detect the flow of vastly distant currents of aether. Your connection to these energies is faint but stable, and should allow teleportation to the source. All reflections exist in the same pocket of the universe. The difference is its vibrational change, shifting a fissure. That's why the Crystal Tower was so pivotal as a location to do the travel. Oh, Wuklamat. Yeah, she gets a bad rap. I read somewhere that even though she's only really in one expansion and a couple of patches before it, she has more lines of dialogue than like some main characters like Ishtola and Alicent, something like that. I mean, I'm just going off very vague memory at that point, but apparently it's crazy how much dialogue she gets. Hey, Bragi. Oh. Pretty. Oh, my cat's here. Sorry, I know I'm getting really distracted here and taking my damn time, but this cat, I need to show you him. I need to show you this giant monster. Look at this boy. Absolutely huge. And he loves getting in the way. As most cats do. That's Timo. Anyway, new to the city, friend. The spinning head and wide eyes give you away. Welcome, my name is Bragi, and I'm master of these markets. They gave their district another official title, but I'm not in the habit of using it. Too florid by half. In any case, our merchants stock a range of equipment for Humes such as yourself, so finding something in your size shouldn't be a problem. Humes? Oh yeah, they have a name for every race here that is different, right? I'm a Hur. Ah, must be a dialect I'm not familiar with. Let's see if we can straighten this out. Oh, they're telling us all the races. Okay. Oh, shit. I clicked through it when I shouldn't have. Oh, I didn't mean to... Oh, for God's sake. Alright. Let's see if we can straighten this out. See, there's two in front of us. The shorter one is a Hume, like you. And the taller one is an elf. Oh, okay. They're straight up elves. The sturdy individual over there is a Golgent. The one with the horns is a Drown. Oh, God. They have the large scaly chaps with long tails and knack for raising livestock. Those would be the Zun. Which is apparently not the name you know them by. Now, I'm curious to know which far-flung region you hail from. Crystal Exarchs. Ah, the same as Exarch, eh? Well, that explains it. You don't much get farther flung than that. We've had a few of your lot pass through in recent years, and despite the obvious learning, they floundered over the simplest things. Sounds like our friends. But not to worry, should you find yourself confused by local language or customs, I'll be here to answer your questions. Your exchange with Bragi has taught you about the peoples of the first. What did I miss already? Also, I was already annoyed because the end of Endwalker, they make this whole thing of Graha asking to go with you in your next adventure, then just doesn't happen for Dawn Trail. That would suck. He does end up in, I can't remember, I don't know how you pronounce the damn place, Tural. But he's just, what, absent a lot of the time? The reason I care so much about Shadowbringers, so little about Shadowbringers, is because it threw such momentum, killing curve of a story that was only the Emmett Selk show. Instead of us dealing with Black Crow's facilities, virus proper, and the nature of the ethereal thinning in the source. I mean, it is part of the ethereal thinning, right? Because what's going on here, the whole flood of light, is what's affecting, like, the ethereal thinning to a degree with Black Crows, right? They're kind of syncing up, and that's when they cross. So by addressing it here, we're dealing with it there, right? I love Emmett Selk. I was genuinely so excited when I entered VA. Also voice Roth in Warframe. Roth, is he the dude with the hat that does PvP? I haven't played Warframe in a long time. Oh, while I'm here, I'm going to grab the little crystals. I'm sorry, guys. If me constantly talking and, like, not clicking through the quest is bothering you, let me know. I'm a bit self-conscious about it. Next question. What is the superior player race? What do you guys play? What do you think is best? I quite like Lalafels, but I don't like playing them. It's really hard to see good looking glam on them. Wraith is the human version of the new Uriel frame. I don't know what that means. It's been years since I played Warframe. It's set removed from the source entirely with transient, temporary, nothing characters that I haven't had 3 expansions of time to build a bond for. I mean, that's a fair argument. It throws a lot at you. For sure. I did pick that one up, didn't I? Yeah, okay, I did. I mean, no, I understand what you're saying. Makes sense to me anyway. Aura. What, female or male? Because my understanding is the males are much rarer than the females. Female, there you go. I'm really indecisive guy. So, on my, because this is technically an alt, I guess. At this point, he's done more than my main, apart from MSQ. But my main, I changed it so many times. I actually ended up feeling really disconnected from him. He was a Lala, he was a female Ro. What else was it? It was Cat Girl at one point. A Crash Bandicoot style run. Oh, that is true, they have a very exaggerated run. I can never settle on a race. So I've gone for a nice, inoffensive cure. But I do like... I really like the stockiness. I like my character to feel thick, you know? And I'm a Highlander, so I've got a bit of meat on me, you know? We just grab this up here. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I don't want to be a male or it's because they always look angry. I'd be more into it if they looked a little bit more normal. Hang on. Oh no, we've done the right thing, I think. Recording node? The fuck? This is straight Allagan. No? Buzz. Oh, Crystal Tower, of course. It's got Allagan shit in it, hasn't it? It's an Allagan construction. So it must come out the tower. Stormblood, though amazing. Xenos is the best villain in both Stormblood and Endwalker. At least punting the Namuzu, yeah, that's good. Zim Step's the best zone in the game. My only negative Stormblood are the small bits of sexism thrown in. What was sexism? I'm interested in what... I didn't notice any. I love the Azim Step. Sardu and Magnai, some of my favourite characters. Even when they smile, male aura still looks so angry. Yeah. Rad see a place so sort of goods, isn't it? But not here. Catalyst, I'm going to guess you're new to our fair city. Well, for what it's worth, you've chosen a fine sanctuary. The Exarch can throw up a barrier if the Sin Eaters come knocking, so it's downright safer in here than it is out there. Safer and more civilized too. Thanks to us in the mean, we work together to procure materials and resources and craft goods which make the city life possible. This is the place to visit if you need a coat mended or kettle forged. Just don't go thinking it'll all be handed you on a plate like those Yule moron layabouts. Here in the Crystarium, we work for a living. Though I see you're no stranger to honest labour, you don't have that whiff of indolence about you like some folk I've met. Still, I can't quite pin down your profession. Where is it you're from? The same place as the Crystal Man. One of the Exarch's countrymen, you say? I see. Well then, I work twice as hard to make you feel welcome. I see it wouldn't even exist if it weren't for him. And any friend of his is a friend of ours. Yugiri loses all agency and character the moment Hien appears on screen. She stops being this action patriot and becomes Hien's housemaid. Yeah, that's fair. Yugiri gets sidelined hard, which makes me sad. I really like her. It's really quite incredible when you think about it. They say his grand magic summoned the crystal tower into existence, pulled the entire thing out of thin air. It wasn't long before droves of refugees began congregating around its base, desperate for shelter after losing their homes to the flood. And that's how the Crystarium began. At the Exarch's invitation, buildings started going up, and with the help of some curious relics brought forth from the tower, the place gradually expanded into the thriving metropolis you see today. The city stood here for decades now, yet the eldest among us swear the Exarch looks exactly the same as he did back then. He is indeed a man of many mysteries, but for all his secrecy he has never yet let us down. So if he and you wish to remain silent about your shared homeland, then the folk here will respect your wish for privacy. I am, however, more than a little curious to see any craft and talent you might be hiding. If you've ought to contribute on that front, oh I do. Be sure to come back and visit once you've had a chance to settle in. Just ask for catalysts and you'll find a niche here in the crystalline mean. You can keep the cogs of the city greased and turning. Your exchange with catalysts has taught you about life. Great. Yeah, I really like the glam change. The fact that I can be a white mage and wear anything I want now. I could be a white mage in heavy armor or whatever. It's great. And I know a lot of people were worried about some kind of purity being broken, but I think it's fine. You can do some really fun things with it. There's some while this game is great and has a lot of jobs, there are some fantasies that it still doesn't really offer. Like, if you find the right glams, the idea of like even the warrior, you know, you've got the idea of the warrior as the barbarian in leathers and furs and that kind of thing. But you can have, you know, a different kind. You can have really fun ideas of leather armors. You can have like barbarian that lives in the wilds and have some like medium kind of looking armor. It's really good. I think it opens up a lot of flavor. And Yotsuyu hurts more than anything the assassins have said or done. Listen, while she was Yotsuyu, she was comically evil. But I fucking loved Tsuyu. When she has amnesia, she is just the cutest little button. I love her so much. And it's tragic. Man, the fight against Tsukuyomi Yotsuyu, where halfway in she's like summoning all those things, that awful things that happened to her, to like power her up with grief, and then Gosetsu jumps in and defends her against Xenos. It's just tragic, man. I loved all that. Absolutely loved that. Okay, I think we've almost got every one of these Aetherites too. Get around a bit quicker if we just did this. Is that all of them? I think so, right? Yeah. You've tuned yourself all the Aetherite shards. Great. I like to get that done nice and early. But what I was saying earlier, this game has just a perfect formula for character writing. There's so many characters that I grew so attached to. Again, Sardu and Magnai, absolutely love them. Hey, Red Countess, how you doing? Sardu, Magni, Ishtola, Gosetsu, Tsuyu, I like Ian. You got Braha. You got everyone. They're just Thancred. I love him. Urianger has his own kind of charm too. Just too good, man. And I've got so much ahead of me. It's like a treat. Excuse me, sir. Are you recently come to the city perchance? I'm quite familiar with our civic roles, you see. And well, what I mean to ask is, have you brought any books with you? A rumpled scroll, even? A scrap of scribbled on parchment? My apologies, literature is something of an obsession of mine, as well as profession. Oh, Tataru. Tataru's also great. Librarian Moran at your service, and this humble collection is known as the Cabinet of Curiosity. Special powers of perception have likely informed you. My colleagues and I are responsible for curating all manner of tomes, documents, and other vehicles for the written word. As horrific as the loss of life and land wrought by the flood unquestionably was, the damage to recorded knowledge was no less catastrophic. We few do all we can to preserve what wisdom survived. But tell me, what brings you to the cabinet today? Looking for any title in particular? Mayhap a spot of academic research? I came here because Crystal Boy told me to. Oh ho, you've an interest in modern history. Splendid. A thorough review of recent events can often yield novel perspectives. I quite agree. I also really wish the writers would put the Warrior of Light in Y'shtola alone for at least 40% of an expansion so she'd actually talk about something, not task related. Listen, you can't give my character too much time alone in Y'shtola and have it not get weird. I love Y'shtola. I genuinely love Aura so much that I get used to Vantage and switch between Rain and Zayla with different horn styles. I wish what NPCs would actually comment on your appearance changes during quests. Yeah, you're addicted to that Fantasia stuff, yeah. If you prefer something visual to accompany the account, then I think I have an illustrated history book for children somewhere. Oh, just a moment, I'll fetch it for you. And here we are. Would you like to pull up a chair? Make yourself more comfortable? On with the lesson then. Story time. 100 years ago, or near enough not to matter, villains known as the Warriors of Light slew the Shadowkeeper, the Steward of Darkness. In the wake of this tainted deed, light began to pour into the world as if from unseen cracks. It poured and swirled without cease, until the day an enormous blinding wave rose up and swept across our star. We call this calamity the Flood of Light. Everything it touched was leached of life and vigour, leaving naught behind but a luminous wasteland. Ah, Sminfilia. Yet just when it seemed that all would be lost, a saviour appeared before us. The Oracle of Light. She stood twixt us and approaching doom, and by her power did she stay the flood. Thus was Northrend, and Northrend alone spared the fate of erasure. Tragedy would, however, arrive in another form. From the blasted emptiness descended horrors of strange and terrible aspect to bedevil the folk who survived. These sin-eaters were light incarnate, and their fulgent presence stole the night from Northrend's sky. Even now they circle the remaining bastions of civilization, ever on the hunt for us, ever hungering for our flesh. And thus did the world become what it is. Should you ever wish to hear the tale again, I'd be glad to retell it for you. Or if you'd rather I speak of other matters, that too would be my pleasure. I should be glad of the company. Great. You want to like Stola, but she's not giving you anything of personality. I don't know. I think she has. My opinion, anyway. She is studious. She is no nonsense. I love the the response she has to Magni when he like approaches her about being his Nama. She's like, no thanks. Like, she's mature. She is not won over by acts of bullishness or violence. She knows what she likes. She's a mummy and she's good. Just chill. I quite like her anyway. But even more detached from Stola and Shadowbringers, she might as well be in the same camp of Nero. Bit for side stories. No, we love Stola. I'll say though, I think Stola has more of a character than Alice does. I'll say that. Alice is given a bit more to do, to be fair, because she has the Garbu side story. But I think there's more to Stola than there is to Alice. Well, how did you fare? My colleagues help you form a clearer picture of this world and its people? Yes, I've got little bits of paper for you. Yes, since you were treated to a most thorough introduction, I understand that it was something of a chore, but it was necessary that you grasp these things before we proceed. As for the Crystal Tower's origin, you may have noted that details were sparse. The structure is in fact the self-same one you know from the source, transported to the first in its entirety. It was my first attempt at breaching the boundaries between worlds, something of a trial run for your eventual crossing, and although I do not know which era I tore it from, I do know that its arrival served to set the wheels of fate in motion. Travelers of Northrend. You've done as I requested, and learned something of the world in which you find yourself. Now it's time I have fulfilled my half of the bargain and explained what has befallen your comrades. That is a conversation I'd rather have in the privacy of my quarters, however. I must go on ahead to the tower and organise a few things, but I shall see that the guard knows to admit you. Just like that, the Grahat here is... What's this response? Just thinking, huh? I am not familiar with that name. Is that something I should know? Oh, you coy little man, you. An extraordinary tower, but I'm afraid I found no such individual residing in the tower when it passed into my care. Mayhap we can revisit that mystery another time. For now, I think it's best we focus on the present. The difference for me is Stola could take or leave the signs at a whim. She doesn't need anyone, she's almost too independent of a personality. I'll say though, she needs to belong to science, and her interactions with Alpha and Einstein are delightful. Yeah, yeah, she has good interactions with her brother and Estinian, that's true. I don't know. I quite like Stola's independence though. I feel like she's one of the more competent science. Like Urianja is our bookworm. I don't know how much he could achieve out in the field. Thancred is stealthy and a pretty good fighter, but he's not got much brains. But Stola has the brains and is an incredibly powerful black mage. I think she's a black mage, right? She starts off as a white mage and then becomes black mage. Like, of all of the scions, she to me is the most powerful and closest to us in the role, which is getting shit done. Sorceress, but I mean kind of black magey, right? Greetings, sir. The Exarch waits you within. Yeah, Estinian's a beefcake, but he is even more independent than Stola, right? He is always just doing his own thing. At least that's what my memory recognizes.
Welcome to the Ocular, my private study. We can speak here without fear of being overheard. I have much to explain, but the truths which I must touch upon in doing so would cause only distress and confusion to the people of this world. Pray keep that in mind. Now, I am sure you are desperate to know the fate of your fellow scions.
Yes, I am. Are they okay?
Simply, they are here in the first. Their arrival, however, was not as recent as you may imagine. Here, time flows at a different pace from that of the source. In the space of a single hour in your home world, an entire year might pass in the first, and the reverse could also be true. The pace fluctuates without rhyme or reason, and it cannot be predicted. That said, we seem to be entering a period of near equivalence, and thus, for the moment, you need not overly concern yourself with the passage of time.
Okay, so at the moment,
As for your companions,
day here is a
however,
day at home.
Yustola and Urianger have dwelled here for 3 winters, all told.
3 years.
Thancred's count stands at 5.
5 for Thancred.
Even our more recent arrivals, Alphino and Alize, have lived in the first for almost a year. My intention had been to summon only you, but the art of reaching across worlds has proven exceedingly difficult to master. Thus it was that my fumbling hand closed upon those to whom your fate is most closely bound as well.
Get better, dude. Oh my god. They became naked.
Their transference was incomplete. Though they may appear to possess corporeal bodies, they are in truth
Some weird shadowing going on.
spirits that one can see and touch.
Okay.
Consequently, while you yourself will be able to pass between worlds with relative freedom, they will not.
They're stranded here.
Much as it grieves me, they are stranded here, unable to return.
Then sort it out, dude. Fix this. You fucked it up.
We spent every waking hour searching for a way to reverse the summoning. In the beginning, at least. As you may have surmised, however, our efforts met with little success. And then we all but abandoned the endeavor once Urianger shared with us the vision he had witnessed during his journey through the rift.
What has he seen?
In that chaotic no man's land between realms, time and space warp and blend in unexpected ways. What Urianger saw was the future. That which would one day come to pass.
Okay.
In his vision of tomorrow, the first was rejoined with the source.
Okay.
This collision of worlds brought about the 8th umbral calamity and the deaths of countless multitudes. Amongst those who perished, Urianger clearly saw the fall of the Scion's mightiest champion. He
Oh
watched you die.
shit. He died.
And thus did the Scions embrace their exile, and began searching this world for a means to forestall the coming catastrophe in yours.
Okay.
Their souls are stranded in the first, yes, but they have fought on, desperate to save their home and you from destruction. Nor have their efforts been in vain, for it was they who finally established that the elimination of the Sin Eaters will indeed serve to prevent the calamity.
Okay. Nothing
Considering
new.
these circumstances of our meeting, you would be forgiven for doubting my version of events. And so, before all else,
Go look for your
suggest you
friends.
track down your comrades and hear the tale from their lips. I shall of course be happy to assist in these reunions, and you need not make any decisions regarding your involvement until you are certain of where you stand. Meanwhile, I promise I will not rest until I have found a way to help your friends return home.
Yeah, you better not, dude. You better not rest at all.
What say you? Have I earned your trust for the moment, at least?
Sorry, I'm just letting chat go by here. You got to see Estinian work through his darkest hour, being consumed and slowly by the hatred in Nidhogg. I mean, yeah, he was a major part of his story. She hasn't had. I mean, she spent most of Stormblood out for the Count and Heavensward. So she hasn't had a huge amount of screen time, that's fair. Yeah, at the start, she's definitely more Conjurer coded. But I don't think our friends really have a strict job, do they? Thank rid of that clothes. Listen, that nutkin is the only thing stopping us from seeing it. Who do you think they thirst after more? Thancred or I guess Emmerich is pretty popular, right? Stinian? Who do you think is like the biggest thirst trap for their ladies? Better keep your damn promise, dude.
Excellent. You will not regret this. With that settled, we shall have to see about getting you ready for the road.
Hey, Saltalizer, welcome to stream, dude.
Traveling across
How you
the
doing?
rift has no doubt left you weary. I will arrange for a room where you might rest in comfort. While it's being prepared, perhaps I can show you around.
Don't know how canon raises in FF for its excuse. I mean, don't read too much into it in any game, right? You have like raises and heals that in a cutscene, apparently the heals aren't good enough and the raises aren't even thought of as a spell. I try not to think about it too much. Suspend my disbelief. Dreading job hunting. Oh yeah, that sucks, dude. Another question. Sorry guys, if I'm asking you to engage too much, that's fine. We learned with Xenos and Sahagin ages ago that some Echo users can just swoop their souls into someone else's body and become them or control them like Ascians do, right? Xenos can do it. Ascians can do it. But Xenos has... Sure, it's not quite the Echo, it's the Resonant. But is that something our character could technically maybe learn to do? Is that beyond us? Is that a question that gets answered later? I don't think so, right? Crystarium boasts a number of residential districts, but I've been informed that room has just become available in Independence, which as it turns out is perfect. Our path there will take us past the markets, and I was hoping to give you my own introduction to their wares. Come along. Whee! In case you're wondering, I could do that so quick because I have a macro. Okay, this... I can aim Sakuchi anywhere on the floor and just do the single input instead of having to press it, pick a thing and press it again. So I can speedy Sakuchi.
This is the Musica Universalis, the commercial heart of the Crystarium. Aught you might need to prepare for
Post something apparently is mod. Oh, is there a link? Second. Give me a second. Where are we?
Ah, yes. You must be curious about the currency. Fear not. The gil you carry will serve you well enough.
My apologies. Give me a second. I don't really have much in the way of mods. And I read my chat via OBS. I'm not seeing it in the chat here. That needs mod approval. Was it just... So sorry, I don't know how to help you with that. Was it just a link to something or... Anyway.
Each nation once minted its own coins, but 'twas all a jumbled mess following the flood. After much debate, the local merchants eventually elected to revert to the old ways, wherein a coin's value was decided by the worth of its metal.
Gil.
As for a unit of measurement, we agreed upon the term...
Isn't that handy?
A word borrowed from coins uncovered within the Crystal Tower here. And as our traders peddled their wares across the land, so too did our usage of gil become common practice.
Well, that's just incredibly convenient for us.
From what your stola tells me, a standard coin from the source equates to exactly 1 gil here.
Perfect.
Or near enough, not to matter. Our way of life has benefited greatly from the artifacts we recovered from the tower. some of which may be.
And I'll get to that in a second. I just want to play this through. Oh yeah, tombstones. They look like mobile phones, and I know some of them kind of are. What? What's that reaction? Is he just sick of seeing them? Oh god, these fucking things.
But I fear it would not be practical for us to provide everything to which you are accustomed. You shall need a means to access the commodities of your home world.
Yes, I will.
Avan Kerm Sin?
Oh, I saw a fairy friend.
Yes, I'm here. Of course I'm here. What amusements do you have for me today?
Oh, Faye. Fayul?
My dear Feo-Ul.
Yeah, Feo-Ul.
Pixie kind. For you, I have the most vital
I love Feo.
task. This fine gentleman is a friend from a distant realm. And we have need of a means to ferry things back and forth from his home. Might you be able to assist us in this matter?
You came from beyond, didn't you? From beyond the rift?
I did?
How wonderfully exciting! What a brave and reckless and marvelous thing you did! You've the heart of a pixie, you do.
Ah, Feo.
After careful consideration, I have decided to grant you my assistance.
Cute.
Make a pact with me and the fun can begin.
Yeah, if the sylphs were like these, it'd be much
Did
better.
your garments come with you when you crossed over? Your teeth? Your nails?
Oh. Could you imagine if your teeth didn't? That'd be awful.
Just as I thought! Then you've a good stout connection with your home through which all your belongings, great and small, may easily pass. From this moment forth I will be your Isnefis, and you my Snayak. Like the branch which sprouts from the sapling, our bond will flow unbroken from one to the other. Raise your hand.
Raise your hand, chat. I'm trying to grab her. Go over her, Tinkerbell.
Tis done. We are bound now, dearest sapling.
I assume that's a good thing.
Come then, make your request.
Yeah, her
Tell me
nails
your
are crazy
desire.
long, huh?
I wish to visit this world of yours.
Tell Tataru and Kral I'm okay.
Mayhap her message to your friends in the source to inform them of your safe arrival.
Tataru, obviously.
Consider it done.
Shove her into a jar. Keep her as a light. When it gets dark outside, just hang her off the end of a stick.
As you heard, that was Feo-Ul of the Pixies. Their kind possess an affinity for magic akin to that of arcane beings. They rarely show themselves in populated areas, but Feo is insatiably curious even by Pixie standards, and seems to have taken a liking to the Crystarium.
What's the land of the Pixies called again?
To organize a room for you, weren't we? Come
I
along.
look forward to going there. I remember the name of it. See, I could barely remember much about this. As much as I enjoyed it, it still feels like I don't know enough that it's still fresh. As a result of your pact to fail, you'll now have access to delivery Moogles, market boards, and summoning bells in the first. Hey, you right?
Yeah, do you want water as well?
Sorry?
Do you want water as well?
Sure, that'd be great if you
Go
could.
hand me that.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Okay, what did I miss here? Feminine temperament has 4 avenues. Gahar is most common for upper middle class women because he has gay qualities, but most love Emmett and Hythlodaeus shipping, and then only a few women are brave enough to enjoy the actual beefcakes of Rauban and Gaius. Okay. I don't know why it tried to ban that. I don't know if that's a Twitch thing. I don't know if that's... because I've got a bot and I've got Twitch. So I've got some bullshit happening. Listen, before we continue, I'm sorry I've got to do it. I've got to run some ads here, so I don't have pre-rolls. Even though I might have them right now anyway, because it's been a while since I played some ads. So I'm going to do a 3-minute ad break. Gonna go use the toilet. And I'm going to try and see if I can adjust that Twitch moderation thing maybe. Anyway, I'll be right back. See you in a second. Alright, sorry about that, I'm back. I just want to say real quick, I think I banged the mic there. I just appreciate everyone being here. It's lovely. It's great having a chat about it all, so thank you so much, Ember and Aurelia. I really do appreciate you spending your time here with me today. Alright. The start of an expansion is always heavy with the chat. I mean, in-game. There's always a lot of exposition dumping. Welcome back, Socializer dude. I hope you're having a good day, my friend. I have very fond memories of this area because so many times you resign here for the night, you go sleep, and you have your little meeting with Ardbert. You do a little catch up, and it always feels good because I fucking love Ardbert. Okay. According to Stream Elements, I have pre-roll ads enabled, so even though I've run my ads, I don't know if that's really happening or not. Stream Elements. I'm just going to have to hope for the best in that I've not got pre-roll ads on. Crystal Exarch, hi, there you are. I was just finalising the matter of your accommodation. I'll have a private room here at the Pendants for the duration of your stay, to make use of it as you see fit. When you're ready to retire, the manager will show you to your lodgings. Pray, rest and recuperate, and we shall reconvene at the Ocular Hunon. I believe that covers all the practical concerns. Thank you for answering my call, Reeve. We are denied the comforting blanket of night, but may peaceful dreams attend you nonetheless. Alright. Is this our first Ardbert? I can't remember if it's as early as this. Manager of Suites. And pleasure to meet you, sir, and welcome to your new home at the Pendants. Your room is ready, if you'd care to retire. Thank you, baby. Drinks.
You're welcome. And hot tea.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Enjoy.
Love you.
Love you.
Okay. Is he here? Is our big beefy boy here? That is a hard question to answer. I am far too short attention span. Perfect example right there. Albert. I will answer after this because I love Albert. It's my boy. It's my boy. It's my beautiful boy. Here he is.
I know you. You're the warrior of light from the source.
Buddy. And who are you? Fuck off. Like I'd forget who you are, dude.
What? Did you just... You can hear me?
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, gods, how long has it been? That was what I called myself in your world. The Warrior of Darkness. My real name is Ardbert. I used an alias in the source. A daft one, looking back.
No, it was fine. It was fine, dude.
If you recall my tale, it was my comrades and I who caused the flood. We thought our home doomed. And so we listened to the Ascians. Let them guide us to the source and try to hasten their goddamned ardor. I remember when we fell, defeated by you and yours. I remember our audience with Minfilia, how she listened to our pleas and returned our souls to the first.
And then she came here and did what she promised. She stopped the flood.
The flood was poised to swallow Norvrant. Minfilia and my friends, they surrendered what little they had left to hold it back. Just faded away, leaving me to bear witness.
Oh, the other Warriors of Darkness too, huh?
Tell me, do you know the year? How much time has passed since we caused the flood?
100 years, was it?
100 years. 100 long years.
Okay, this is one of my favourite parts of this expansion, by the way, Ardbert. Oh, I love you, man. That scene toward the end with him and his old mount.
My hands find no
Like,
purchase.
as a pet owner, that kills
My
me.
gestures catch no eye, and my pleas, be they whispered or screamed, reach not a single ear.
I'm a bit of a softie.
I am a shade, cursed to do naught but drift. I feel as if I've been walking forever. I hardly noticed when my mind and body began to fray at the edges. Then bang! My senses were sharp again. I felt like a fish being reeled in, and before I knew it, I found myself in this room.
Well,
Why is it that you can see me? What are you even doing here, come to that?
trying to save this place, man. What I like as well is his axe starts out bloodied. And I think, if my memory serves, it kind of finishes off clean.
You were
Like,
summoned to save the first. A waste of time.
As he accepts us.
This world is beyond saving, like those who try to save it. Muddled as my mind may be, I've not forgotten that.
Yeah, right. I wonder why, dude.
But if fate...
Let's interrogate that at a later time, maybe.
The one person in this god's-forsaken world who can see and hear me, then perhaps there is a reason I endured. If I can find out why I was left behind, then maybe I can bring this journey of mine to an end. Well, I'll be watching, Warrior of Light.
Maybe not all the time. I need some alone time sometimes. Don't want to see everything I do.
This world has had its fill of heroes.
Ah, buddy. Love Ardbert. I love that guy kept an eye on us and was just watching us talking to ourselves, yeah. So quiet. Anyway, Ardbert, best part. Yeah, Aurelia, back to your question. I'm sorry that took longer than I thought it would. I am far too short of attention span to have a favourite. It's the problem. I think my favourite role is healer. I really do enjoy healing. It feels really satisfying when you get off a really good, like Earthly Star as an astrologian, or when I don't know. I like watching everyone's bars go up and getting out shields in time for the tank busters and all kinds of stuff. It's great. I love healing. Tank, not so much. I get a bit of tank anxiety. Of all of them, I know it doesn't look like it right now, but on my main, I got Gunbreaker to 90. I quite enjoy Gunbreaker. It's a bit more interactive as a tank. Melee DPS, I think Ninja, because I'm not a big fan of positionals really. Ninja only has a couple, but Ninja's really good for casting your jutsus. Also, I may have watched all of Naruto, so there's a nice little... It feels like pure reference for that. So I enjoy Ninja as a melee DPS. I'm not really into any of the physical ranged. And as the casters go, Black Mage's pretty fun. And Red Mage is chill. I like Red Mage because you can get a lot of raises going and cover when the healers go wrong. If your healers wipe, you can get the whole team back up. So I'm sorry if that was a bit too scattered, but I don't really have a favourite class because I swap around way too frequently. I do quite like Reaper. I'll say that. Viper, I only did the... As because of level 80, I only did the introductory mission as the Viper. And just setting up the skill bar alone was... I just felt like a mess because so many skills like swap into other ones. I just really struggled even mapping out my skill bars. And it just feels like I'm pressing whatever lights up. So I'm not really... I've only done a little time as a Viper. I don't really like it, but Reaper is fun. I do like chaining Gibbet and Gallows and doing that. I quite enjoy Reaper. But I think for melee DPS, Ninja just about beats it out because you've got to remember your little combos to pull off cool things. I used to play a lot of Dota 2, and one of my favourite characters in that was Invoker. I don't know if this is relevant, if this have the same knowledge, but the Invoker worked kind of similarly. He had 3 like orbs, and you had to, depending on what combination of them you had, you made a new spell. So it's kind of like playing Invoker as well. So Viper is, I think, my favourite melee. Double Touch Dragon. I don't know what that means. Alright. Maybe we'll get to do some combat in a minute. That'd be good. Also, as a ninja, you can do this. So that's good. It's a song used in an Invoker's Fury video. What is that? I don't know what that is. But with Vipers, putting my AoEs on different bars on a single target. Well, in my head, the way I have everything mapped out is kind of the same for every class. I generally have my AoEs around my, I mean, this is not a good example, but I usually have my AoEs on Q, E, and R. As you can see here. And my single targets, my like main attack chains are usually these. My control inputs are for like resource related, and my shift inputs are for kind of self buffs or special occasion-y things. Oh. Let's keep going.
Ah, how did you find
That's the
your new
video.
quarters? I trust you were able to rest.
I don't want to watch that. I'll watch after this cutscene. I had a ghostly visitor. Were you aware of this?
I was not aware the room was haunted, and you were rather tired. Well, should you receive another visitation, be sure to let me know.
Oh, a cup of tea.
Now, let us return to the subject of the Scion's whereabouts.
Yes, please. Oh, we have to pick Alistair Alphinaud right now, right? Ooh.
This map shows the lands of Norvrand,
Oh,
the
hot.
only area to be spared the flood of light.
This is all that's left of the fucking planet, dude.
The Crystarium is here, in the region known as Lakeland. To the north is the fairy kingdom of Ilmeg. That is where you'll find Urianger.
Ilmeg. That's our fairies. We love the fairies.
To the east lies the once prosperous civilization of Rak Tika. Your Stola is stationed there, in the heart of the forest. Alas, neither location can be reached without considerable difficulty. As such, I would suggest you first seek out one of the twins, each of whom is stationed but a short flight from the Crystarium. Alphinaud is on Calusia, an island off the western shore. It is home to a city called Yulmore, where the rich and privileged while away their days in idleness.
Oh, Yulmore.
For his part in furthering our cause, Alphinaud journeyed there to meet with the citizenry and forge alliances. From what I hear, he has since kept himself busy gathering information around the main settlement. Alizé, meanwhile, traveled south to the arid wastes of Armorang.
Set up a poll.
They lie upon the very edge of the inhabitable world.
You guys can decide who go to first.
Those who dwell there live in constant fear of attack by the Sin-Eaters. In contrast to her brother, Alizé felt that
I spelled
her
Alizé
energies
wrong,
would
don't
better
hate
be
me.
spent learning about the enemy, and thus she sells her services as a guard, both to hone her skills and gather information on our foe.
Oh, she's at least keeping busy, I guess. Can't believe I spelled Alisae's name wrong. Only when I started typing it did I realise
Will it be Calusia?
I have no
or
idea how to
Armorang?
spell it, so I had a
It
guess.
matters not which you choose to visit first.
Calusia or Armorang.
Simply inform me once you have made your decision, and I will see to it that you are provided with a suitable mount. Ah, but you must be wondering about Thancred.
Oh yeah, it's rough for
He has
Alisae.
taken up
I mean,
with
it's pretty bad for
a new
Alphinaud too.
and is presently engaged as a wandering hunter of Sin-Eaters.
Yeah, Thancred.
Being ever on the move, his whereabouts are often difficult to ascertain, but I am certain your paths will cross ere long.
Need to change my damn battery in my headset. Give me a sec. Yeah, Alisae gets grim early, but to be fair, Yulmore gets grim too, in its own special way. It starts out a little bit more lighthearted, to be fair. We're good? Okay, we're good. I don't even know if I can say it. Levillier? I don't... Okay. I'm not good at French. So... Or anything French-like. So the whole Heaven's Ward campaign, nightmare for me. Absolute fucking nightmare. That's why, I guess, that's why it's one of my least favourites, because number one, I'm not a huge fan of snowy climbs. Number two, it's very medieval feeling. A lot of knights in shining armour and big churches and chapels. I'm not a big fan of that. And French names fucking everywhere. Count Edmond du Fauton. So I don't like it. So that's why Heaven's Ward's not at the top of my list. But Le Villiers. Okay. Le Villiers. Le Villiers. Leve. I'm going to type it out. I'm going to guess. Le Villiers. What do we think? What do we think? Is that how we say it? It's probably just a bit off. But looks like we're going to go see Alice. How close? Off to Alice we go. I don't speak frog. I missed 1L. Is that it? I missed 1L. That's pretty fucking good. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that, honestly. Ready to part for Amarang? Alice will be overjoyed to see you safe. I know she was particularly concerned for your well-being. She impressed upon me how regrettably the timing of her summoning was, repeatedly. I only hope that my part in sending you to her will garner me some measure of forgiveness. Here, this is a letter of introduction addressed to a man named Cassard. He is a master of a merchant caravan. There are few who know the ways of the desert as well as he does. Find him at the Amaro launch, and he will see that you reach your destination. Fuck me, I can't speak. And -1 eye. Oh, you're right. You're right. In fact, if I just turned that eye into an L, I'd have been spot on. I want Heaven's Ward relics for Reaper. Then we have a Cronus Lux Scythe. I haven't looked at relic weapons like barely at all, I'll be honest with you. I could pick up both the quests at once. No, we'll leave that for now. We'll leave that. We'll come back for that quest. The only relic I've even started on is the Black Mage one from ARR. And that, I'm only like... I'm not even halfway, I don't think. It takes forever. Absolutely forever, man. Oh, we've actually got some quests. Oh no. Some quests. Some quests. Should I do these now? I don't know if I'm going to do all these on stream. I don't think anyone wants to see all of these on stream, do they? I don't think so. Maybe later. For now, we're just going to go see Alice. You gave up on your ARR relic. What were you working on? Hey, Cassard. It was a lot. I hear at the Endwalker one's really easy. Oh, speaking of which. Okay, this is my Hildebrand. I've done like 2 Hildebrand quests. That's it. I've got loads of those to do. I love Hildebrand. It's what this Grindier and Dawn Trail, then ARR. So they look good at least. Oh, a friend of the Exarch. Hoping to meet someone in Amarang, are ya? And I should be your guide. I was about to set off for our outpost there, as a matter of fact, so we can leave right away, assuming you have everything you need. I believe I do. All set, then off to the Unforgiving Sands we go. You can now travel to Amarang. Speak with the adroit Amaro Tamer to fly to the desert. You can also use your Aether Compass to assist with locating Aether currents in new regions. Yeah, the compass can be found, yep. It's not grindy as much as it is repetitive. They brought back the fucking Atma.
Arang. From this parched earth, the nation of Nabath Arang once rose.
Nabath Arang.
When I journeyed here, long ago...
This is Ardbert, isn't it?
I spoke with a sun-weathered elder.
Oh, Ardbert.
He told me Armarang meant majestic land in the language of his people.
Doesn't look majestic, mate.
And so it might still be, were it not for the light's unrelenting onslaught.
This music's a vibe, though. Go to the esthetician and get the Ardbert hair colour, and if Highlander has it, his cut. Shall I? I'll try and remember. Next time at an inn, I'll do it. Tell you what, when we get to this Aetherite, I'll go back, go to the inn. Starium doesn't have it. Doesn't have an inn. Or doesn't have the esthetician. Esthetician. Alright, well, once we get the Aetherite, we'll go back. Oof, no matter how many times I come here, the cold never fails to catch me off guard. The sky might be bright as a scorching hours a day, but it gets brisk enough to make you shiver. Now, the Exarch's letter said I was to take you to the inn at Journey's Head, which is where Alice ended his stay in. That's a fair old distance. I propose we make a stop in Mordsuk to break up the trek, allowing me to attend to some business, and you to enjoy the local hospitality. Sound good? Good. Words are hard. Yeah. Especially in this game, man. They speak arcane as fuck. Alright, you lot, I'm off. And I better not see the goods covered in sand when I get back. Right. We head southwest, straight as an arrow. I'm sure it's possible to get Albert's haircut, no? Has an inn by Alison with the only unique jobstone of esthetician. It's not here on the first. I'm kind of surprised they didn't make some fun little excuse for him to be here. Look at these enemy models, man. Slippery armadillo. I love this cacti. Look at this boy. Gigantender. Look at him. Oh, I haven't played this for so fucking long. That was not the time to use that. I haven't played Dragoon in forever, so this is not going to be peak gameplay, I'm afraid. I think I'm just going to go back to Ninja. Let's go back Ninja. Can't be asked to learn something new. Whee! I'm in tome gear. Don't worry, I've just styled it to look like artifact gear. I have tome gear for everybody. All jobs, all tome gear. I've been dragging my feet, man. Augmented everything. Don't worry about that. Stop here a moment. This is your first visit to Armarang, is it not? Before you cross the River of Sand, you need to turn around and feast your eyes on that. Castle? It may be some plugins. I have two ways of doing that. I set up a load of macros, but I've also got some plugins with the FF14 launcher. Nothing crazy, just some UI shortcuts here and there. Built them big, didn't they? That's Xar Shal, a fortress meant to protect the northern reaches of Abath Ring. Seeing what was left behind, I believe it when they say it was once one of Northrand's mightiest nations. at least until the flood came along. Great chunks of Nabatha lands were lost to the light, its great city included. The few who survived didn't see much point in staying. Most of them, anyway. Yeah, it's pretty good, right? No, not many chose to come here these days. Not with everything in ruins. Even that hulking great fortress has become little more than an Amara roost for me and my caravan. But not everywhere is as deserted as this place. Just wait until you see Mordsuk. Let's press on. Yeah, it's a really nice way of doing it, isn't it? Yeah, I spent a lot of time setting up this little... I've got a keybind hidden on hotbar 10, which is out of sight. I've got things like sprint, and I've got my mounts tied to it in hotbar 10 over here. And if I press this one keybind, it pulls up this stuff at the top here. And I've got all my different jobs I can switch to pretty easily, all my crafters and gatherers. I've got some emotes on my Aether Compass, which I should be using. But I found a plugin that just lets you have boom, boom, just like that. Oh, it's just to the north, eh? Oh, there he is. Gotta get those as we go. Oh, the new command panel. I haven't even used that. Because they introduced it once I'd already set all my stuff up, and that just sounded like I'd wasted my time, so I just pretend it doesn't exist. I mean, I could definitely take some pointers, but if I'm honest with you, I'm not tied to it. It's one that's kind of fallen by the wayside. I'm not trying to learn to get good at it. And even if you were to use skill names to describe rotations to me, it probably wouldn't make a lot of sense. But my understanding is basically you have your two combos here. You have two combo, one gets a buff on yourself, one puts a dot on the enemy, and then you've got the positionals, and they kind of flip into each other. So you've got your two main rotations, you've got your AoEs, you've got some dives, you've got the raid-wide buff. So for 72 at least, it's pretty simple, my understanding. I'm sure like there's finer points of what to weave and when that I am clueless on, because I haven't done anything like in extreme or any kind of content that's incredibly demanding. I've done everything at just like your basis level. I mean, I've cleared all the raids, but I've not done them on any kind of challenging, you know. I've done all this stuff, but just synced. Oh, let's just go grab this real quick. His samurai is not too bad. Again, for the level I've got at level 70, I'm sure it gets a bit messier later. But it's just about keeping up your 3 buffs and then doing your really long Japanese names that I can't pronounce. In my keybinds, you do your 3 skill routes and then you press F. After doing it once to put a dot on them. Hey, Kassar. Here we are, Mordsuk. By the blessed shadow, I love this town. Here's another question. I've heard, and I don't know how much depth there is to this, I don't know if anyone knows, but apparently 8.0, the next expansion after Dawn Trail, they are reworking some jobs. I don't know if rework is the right word, but they are like redesigning them or putting a bit more flavor into them. Something like that. Do either of you guys know what they mean by that? What kind of depths they're looking at for that? Is there some podcasts that I haven't seen? Mordsuk, not just full of Mord, but Humes and all manner of others too. It has long been a refuge for folk displaced by the flood, so the population is nothing if not diverse. Oh. Oh, have you met a Maud before? They might look like shifty little blighters, but a more welcoming lot you could never wish to meet. Speaking of which, we should pay our respects to Master Gengen. I'll go ahead and let him know we've arrived. I saw the end-game rotation of Samurai and my brain cannot hope to press buttons so fast in specific order. Or do you mainly play Embers? Sorry. If you mentioned it earlier, I missed it. Oh, that's right, you said Red Mage because you like helping the healers and things. Yeah. I mean, Red Mage gets pretty complicated too, I think. In its own way, maybe. Oh my god, look at his face. It looks like the kobolds, yeah. What beady eyes? Well, I noticed that first time I say it. Oh dude, you've got beady eyes, do you know that? I'm a piece of shit, dude.
Master Gengen, this is the friend of the Exarch I was telling you about.
Very good, very good. Though friend or no, all are welcome in Mauds.
Oh, I love his voice. I feel sorry for insulting you.
Souk is Maudish for city. As things stand, this souk boasts the largest and busiest marketplace in all Armorang.
Okay.
You'll find ore from the mines here, of course, but all manner of other things too. Many of them rare. As I told you before, not many visit Armorang by choice, but Maud Souk's a different story. Merchants come from miles around to purchase the relics the Maud dig up.
Okay.
Aye, that they do. For Maud do not
I love
the
him.
spoils of the earth. We clean them and polish them and reveal to the world their true value. That is why they come here, come from far away, come with much money.
Oh yes, much money.
And so our souk is always busy, busy, busy. No such thing as a thing no one needs.
You say that every time, Master Gengen. Some sort of family motto, wasn't it? Or perhaps a Maud philosophy, for which we should all be very grateful. Would that everyone was so willing to take in refugees regardless of race or creed.
I'm sorry, I keep banging my damn mic on.
Now then, if you intend to spend any time here, you'll want to gain the trust of the locals. And there's a little custom all newcomers are expected to observe.
And what's that?
The cracking of the coin purse. You buy one thing from the market. Price can be low or high, just as long as you buy.
As the good Maud says. In fact, the Exarch sent a little something to cover this very expense.
How kind.
A Verbert gold piece, no less.
Verbert.
The first I've held in years.
Verbert gold? Real Verbert gold?
Oh my.
Here, newcomer, crack your coin purse with me.
Excuse me?
Oh no, you want my goods, newcomer. I have jars and pots all smooth and shiny.
Cracking coin purses. I don't know if this is that kind of stream.
Come and look.
You buy.
That's upsetting phrase. I don't like that. Cracking your coin purse.
Come, I say. This one must still journey through the barrens. Nothing bulky, nothing heavy, no pots. Nothing better for the road than a full belly. Spend that piece at Ronron's place, yes? Eat for 3 before you leave.
Okay. Damn. Go buy something, I guess. Fuck. Give me a minute. Alright. What'd I miss? The tone of 8.0's changes, as hinted by Yoshi, are not expressed yet. The best we can infer is that all the jobs at 100 are mostly perfect in design minus potency, but have no more room for flexibility. I think they're aiming to open up more free form rotation choices. Okay. Yeah, this is very old R-coded, isn't it, I guess? So, okay. the source kobolds are local to Limsa. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So, okay, so quick follow-up then. I guess, I mean, maybe I'm asking questions that don't have answers. So obviously max level is now 100. When we get the next expansion, is it generally expected by the community that it will be 110 for the next max level? Or is there going to be a squish? And they believe that jobs at 100 are perfect. They're going to open them up. Does anyone know what that really means? Like, for example, I know they're very different games. I've spent a lot of time in Guild Wars 2. That's been my main MMO for years. I've got like 5,000 hours or something. I keep banging this down my arm. And obviously Buildcraft there is a thing. A necromancer can be a necromancer in 30 different ways. Less than that, 20 different ways. And I'm not expecting this game to do that. But, oh. That's interesting. We think we will stay at 100, have the same or similar potencies, but just get a bit more elaborate with the rotations, or different, varied. Because I don't know the history of this game, but other games like World of Warcraft, you know, do squishes. So all of a sudden now getting to Dawn Trail, instead of getting you to 100, gets you to 70. And then the next exploit gets you to 80 again. I'd be really interested to see what happens, because there's a lot of potential change in the future of the game, depending on what they decide to go with. It's kind of exciting. Anywho, I'm doing way too much chatting, I think. Welcome to Run Runs, traveller. I have wares to empty your purse and fill your belly. Take your time, stare and sniff before you choose, but no drooling on the merchandise, yes? Browse his wares. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out, target a foodstuff and inspect it. I don't think they will squish in this game because it will ruin the pacing of the MSQ for ARR to Dawn Trail. Instead, we will likely rely on a new leveling prestige system. I mean, with the way the MSQ is paced, maybe, you'd have to readjust what level every single quest can be undertaken at. So that is a hell of a undertaking. Yes, you're right with that. What are we looking at here? Why won't you let me... Oh, I've got right click to drag, okay. We've got worms. Everyone's favourite, plump white worm slathered in honey. Once you eat a glazed wriggler, you'll never want any other treat. Oh, I've had a glazed wriggler or two in my time. Oh, Run. Silly customer, you cannot eat Run, not even for a Vobert gold piece. Bread. Just bread. I call that mush loaf. The middle is stuffed with bittersweet cactus fruits, so even if the bread dries out, it's still moist inside. Keeps you going in the heat. Meant to do Thorn at level 49 or something. It'd be weird. Not impossible. Oh, that meat looks good. Look at the marbling. That's my ever-burning bounty, made of the best parts of the lizard. Cured with special spicy spices. Find the smell challenging, but it will warm you up on chilly desert nights. What do we think, guys? Oh, frogs on a skewer. Oh, you like those? Chewy skewers. Find small frogs hiding under rocks, spear with stick, then roast over fire. Crackly on outside, gooey on inside, perfect for snacking. They all look tasty, yes? Which to choose? Which to choose? Oh shit, we get to pick. What do you think, Wrigglers? I'm tempted to do a poll again. I've like the poll I did earlier with Alphino and Ase, first poll I've ever done. So that was fun. I'm not going to do it for this, or should I? I'll have a good night, Subtilize, dude. Appreciate you hanging out. Thank you. No, we're having the glazed wriggler. We're having the worm. I want a worm. Gimme. Too good to resist, eh? That's what I would have chosen. You have the gold. Alice is love. And done. 1 Vobertite honor. Buys you 15 jars. 15 jars of worms? Are you saying Alistair's favourite treat is the regular? Oh, that's got a crunch. Oh, I'm not doing okay. Will you eat the lot? Oh, every last mouthful, baby. Gimme. I'm a hungry, hungry man. What an appetite, what a belly. A new legend is born in Mordsuk. Here are the people. Consider your coin purse cracked. I hate that. I really do. I'm pleased to accept your custom, and Gengen will be pleased that you honored ours. Keeping the merchandise down, yes? No returns. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I was watching from here, Reeve. You honored our custom, and with great relish. You will always be welcome in Mordsuk. If you need anything in our meringue, we are here to provide. Oh, the quests are flooding in. Oh, thank you for the follow, Aurelia. I really appreciate that. That's the first follower I've had in 3 months. How'd you feel? Gah, you have courage, my friend. Run's wares are more exotic than harmful, but I don't envy the bellyache you'll have on the morrow. Right, now that you've eaten, I can expect you're eager to get back on the road. Would you mind if we delayed our departure a touch? I have a few deals left to close before I can conclude my business here in Mordsuk. Oh, offering your services, are you? Well, an assistant would certainly help hurry things along. I've a receipt here of some goods that need picking up from the market, all properly paid for. You just need to do the lifting and carrying. Yeah, I love busy work. Gimme. I'll go and take care of some last minute haggling then. See you in a bit. You may view the market receipt at any time during this quest by using the relevant item in the key items menu. Table cactus from Thonton. Iron ore from Tholtol. And Batharang antiques, Mill, to be collected from Mulmul. I do hope they update some of the LB3 animations, compare the Reaper's LB3 to most other melees, and it makes the other melee LBs look pathetic. I mean, they're not as flashy for sure. I think the one that needs updating most though is the Paladin. Yeah, Paladin Warrior gets some. The Warrior's is cool as fuck. No? Warrior's got a really cool one. Hungry again already? You have a strong stomach, friend, but I wouldn't eat those. I need something. Is it from one I need? No. One is Thonton. One is Mill. There's Mill. Of all the things we trade here in Mordsuk, nothing is more important than water. Good for drinking, good for foot baths. Foot bath first, drink later. Am I just literally picking it up? Hands off, that was for Mill's foot bath, unless you have coin or barter. Oh, you work for Cassard. Mul has his antiques all boxed up and ready for transport. Oh my god. So there's a lot of things here that just aren't our thing, huh? In case you're curious of the profile picture. Oh, that's pretty. Is that from an anime or something? Bringing up a wall is just a bit sucky, especially when there's dark night who splits the sky. I mean, okay, what would you suggest? What do you think that the warriors should look like? I think they missed a beat. The paladin, I can't remember the name of the skill they have, but the one where they just throw up the wings behind them, like this, passage of arms. Like this is tight. This could be an LB3. Maybe make it way more flourishy, but I love how that looks with the sword in the ground behind you. That's tight. But what would you want the warrior to look like? Because him smashing the ground and a load of like volcanic rock flying up that's pretty cool. I think that's awesome. It's not as cool as the Dark Knights, but I think it's still pretty cool. Qatar sent you, did he? Right, yes. What kind of ore was it again? Oh, you son of a bitch. Iron. Iron ore, of course. That would explain this box I have here. It's all yours. Good. Okay. Well, that guy definitely wasn't a guy. So. They're really making me earn this, aren't they? There's Thonton. Shit, what do we need from him? Table cactus. And then antiques from Mulmul. Herbal remedies. No, we want cactus. Came in Cassard. Good, good. I can finally stop thinking about that sack. Please take a prickly purchase. Great, and Mulmul. Give me that. That's from Tales of Destiny. She is Philia Felis, a JRPG character. She's a priestess, doesn't heal. Has the biggest sword, worst physical attack, is a divinity of God, but invents things and loves science. Okay. Sounds like a complicated character. And with Cassard, friend. Oh, Cassard sent you? Why did you say so? I wouldn't dream of sending his ghost to a high bidder. No, no, no. A Batarang relics, wasn't it? All packed in that box here, handled with care. I'm not a huge anime enjoyer, but I have some animes I like. I don't watch a wide assortment, so my tastes and preferences aren't based on disliking some of the more popular things, but I'm a little bit of a shonen freak. I love Naruto. My Hero was pretty fun. When it comes to series, quite like Jujutsu Kaisen as well is alright. One Punch Man, amazing. I haven't seen season 3, but I've seen all the shit about it. So, not great. But I love season 1 of One Punch Man. Some of the best fucking anime out there. And I said this last stream, but you weren't there, so I'll reiterate now. My hot take on anime is Attack on Titan. It's not good. It's not very good. I don't think it's very good at all. I think it is overhyped and gets way too much love. And I've had people very angry at me for saying that, but I stick to it. I'd keep the volcanic aspect, but maybe have it so Warrior's Axe grows, they split the ground and cause magma to shoot up. Basically opposite of what Dark Knight does. I mean, I'm all for updating it. I'll say that much. Attack on Titan's Michael Bay of anime. Yeah, it's just not very deep. I don't know. And it's very repetitive. Quick work too, considering you've not set foot in the place before. I thought you wanted to sit in the seat like the Exarch, but something tells me you're on a stranger to visit in strange lands. Unfortunately, your efficiency presents something of a problem. I'd hoped to conclude all my business before you returned, but it seems there's been some confusion over one of the orders I placed. Okay. I'll have to drag my middleman and sort this mess out. I'm sorry to make you sit around and twiddle your thumbs. Cassard, it feels like an age since I last saw you. Oh no. Tesline. Or Tesline. This gentleman was on his way to meet Valisay. I'm supposed to be taken to your corner of the desert, but a misplaced order has commanded my attention. Wait, I know who you are. Valisay's told me so much about you. You're Reeve, aren't you? That's me. I knew it. How wonderful to meet you in the flesh after hearing all those stories. I'm Tesline. I work as a carer at the inn. I've gotten to know Valisay quite well since she took up guard duties there. You want me to take over as Reed's guide, Cassard? My shopping's all done and packed for the road, so it wouldn't be any trouble. It'd be a great help, thank you. Well, looks like you will be able to head straight out after all. My caravan and I will be in the area for a while yet. Seek me out when you've had your fill of armoring, and I'll send you back to Crystarium. Thanks, buddy. What's annoying is because all of my characters are in full tombstone gear, all of this is worthless. Except for maybe skins. But I can't preview what it looks like. So I don't even know. Anyway. Tesleen is eager to set off. Alice has been desperate to see you, Reeve. So let's get you to her sooner rather than later. The inn isn't too hard to find, really. You can actually see the top of the rock spires from here. Can you? You just need to swing around the ridge, then head south. Come on, I'll get my supplies together and meet you outside. Give me house moving castle any day. Princess Mononoke spirited away. I enjoy Ghibli movies. Like, from a distance. Like, often they're too abstract for me to get. I kind of just enjoy the animation. Do you know? Like, I understand the stories and themes. It's just, sometimes they're just really out there. And I think I'm just too simple-minded a lot of the time. Oh, what's the best Ghibli movie? It's the one with the fucking, they're not raccoons, but the raccoons. What are they? The Tanukis. Right? That was incredible. Have you guys seen that one? I can't remember what it's called. I'll look it up now. Because that is cinema, man. Pompoko. Pompoko. Oh, Pompoko. Have you guys seen Pompoko? Because that's a trip, mate. All set. Oh, I should probably mention the wildlife. Well, most of them will leave you be if you keep your distance. The local coyotes have learned to prey on folk heading home from the markets. I can usually swing a sword well enough to fend them off, but I may have loaded myself down with too many bargains today. Do you think you can handle any beast that tries to make a meal of us? Yes, I can. I thought you might. Alice was always saying how much you... Let's get going, shall we? So, if you guys didn't know, in Japanese mythology, culture, Tanukis have like, they're known for their luck, but a lot of it is to do with their coin purses. And so you get incredible scenes in Pompoko where the humans are encroaching on the Tanukis like forests and land. And our characters are Tanukis, and they're all, you know, voiced and lovely, and they are defending against the human encroachment onto their land to try and drive them away. And they use their coin purses to do it, because they're magical coin purses, and they can do all kinds of wonderful things. There's a scene of flying Tanukis, right, in the sky, and then their coin purses expand massively, and then they rocket to the ground like fucking cannonballs with huge coin purses, and it's incredible. You guys need to look that up. It's amazing. Hey Tesleen, it looks like you're in some trouble. Oh, just the one, eh? We did it. So, there wasn't much time to shout a warning. Were you bitten? Those things can be nasty. And yet hardly a match for you, it seems. I'd always thought Alice was strong. But in her mind, she was never... Now it makes sense. Well, we should push on. It might be best if you scout ahead and clear out any coyotes that have our scent. I'll wait here so you can fight without any distractions. I should keep doing my damn Aether Compass. Oh, it's a way away, yeah. Okay. Oh. I can't get my tab targeting down right. It always focuses on the enemy that's far away from me. And I feel like I've tried fixing it. And it never seems to work. I did it, Tesleen. At what point do I get the trait that turns my... Yeah, I've got enhanced Kusatsu. Upgrades Kaiten and Hyoten to Goka Mekyaku and Hyoshiranru while under the effects of Kusatsu. So if I use Kusatsu, my Kaiten and Hyoten, and Kaiten is my lightning, right? No, that's Raiton. Oh, Kaiten is my fireball. Oh. And Hyoten. Oh, they're both AoEs. Oh. I get you. So you're getting this as just enhanced my AoE capability. Okay. There's a keybind available to focus closest target. I want to be able to cycle through them in front of me, but it feels like it's never the one that's right in front of me, and it always feels really out there and random. What are my keybinds? What is my tab keybind as? I'm interested now. Give me a second. Targeting. Okay, I've got cycle through enemies nearest to farthest. So I've got that. But it does not feel like it does the nearest one. So shift tab does farthest to nearest. And tab does closest. But it doesn't feel like it does that. Hey Tesleen. Oh, thank goodness you're back. I could hear the howling and snarling from here. Frightful creatures. Let's hope the rest have seen your handiwork and know how to avoid us now. I need to get the supplies back to the inn. Oh, have I showed you my favourite mount? I can't remember if I've actually used it. Oh look, Twitch. Look at this. Look at that Namizu. Do you have your target set to ignore depth? Maybe I do. Where would that be? Wouldn't be in here. Character settings. Target. Auto target. Ignore depth. I do. Should I put it to cone? Would that be better for me? What was that else? Character config. Target. Okay, yeah. Maybe that's better. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. Leave me alone, little mole. I fought Xenos. You do not strike fear into me. Whee! Hey Tesleen. This is it. Thanks to you, I don't have to drop my shopping even once. Come to think of it, I'm glad I didn't make the trip alone. seems you ended up escorting me. I'll have to repay the favor somehow. But first let's head inside, shall we? Ignore depth can be a bit weird with melee. Oh, well, maybe I'll give it a go now. Appreciate the advice. Where's my girl? Better with caster. A stranger in melee. Okay. Welcome to the inn at Journey's Head. You might be our first visitor from the Crystarium since Alice. It's not much, but it's home for the afflicted and a handful of carers. The afflicted? Hey, we're about to get real sad, chat. You don't know? Fucking love Tesleen. Ugh. I don't think I've met anyone besides Alice who was so unfamiliar with our situation here. Most folk have grown up knowing someone who knew someone. Huh, I might leave out something obvious, so it may be best to have Alice give you the full explanation. Excuse me. There he is, the little shit. The little shit. Oh, damn you, Howrick. I know what you do. I know what he does. The Amaros, that's what they are. Here's a question to you guys. What role do you prefer? Do either of you enjoy playing healer or tank? You have a lot of feelings about the tank LB, Ember. Are you a tank player yourself? Following in her footprints. Now where is she? I mean, your main is a red mage. Yes, so magic. Good way, I suppose. Why'd you not go and surprise her? She usually takes a look at things when I watched her first. You might be able to catch her there. It's not far. Head out to the south side and you'll soon see it. I'll stay behind in case she comes back when you're gone. Because although your favourite may be a red mage, you know, maybe you enjoy healing or tanking. Would you say that most people prefer, like, in your guys' opinion, most people prefer playing a DPS? Because to me, DPS is like boring. Honestly, they have freedom to do the same thing to each other in different ways, so you get like differences between the DPSs. But as far as the actual role goes, you're just kind of rotating. But I love playing a healer. You're responding to every situation that comes at you. Oh, look at that. There's only 4 dotted around the map here. Further to the southwest. Oh, we have to come back here later to get it, don't we? It's one of those. Like the fringes. Or the churning mists. You can't get full flying until you come back later in the story. Okay. Look at that though. Wow. And says no to be seen, but you spot fresh footprints in the ground. They look to be about the right size. Small footprints lead off to the northwest. The footprints continue to the northwest. Look at them. The mummies? Gilman. Hey, leave me alone. Oh, it's big crisscross. More tracks here, but they end in a mess of disturbed sound. Here we go. So bright.
Get back here!
There's our girl. Oh my god.
Is that... It can't be.
Pay attention. Oh, she's getting good. She's been practicing over the last year. Impressive. Hey.
Just a lesser sin eater. Nothing to write home about.
You happy to see me?
I knew you'd turn up sooner or later, but I had been hoping for sooner.
You want a hug? Okay, that's a weird shot.
How are you?
Hey. So, it's been a minute. How you been?
We've fought them to a standstill then.
Oh, the Empire, yes.
The Exarch did say that the Empire seemed to have drawn back when he last looked in on the source. But without knowing for sure how fast time was passing there, I couldn't help worrying that a lot might have happened since then. I'm heartily relieved to hear that it hasn't, just as Alphino must have been. As you can imagine, both he and Urianger were desperate to hear the news from home when I arrived.
Oh, yes.
I haven't actually seen Thancred and Y'shtola yet, but they will have heard all the latest developments from the Exarch by now, or...
Haven't seen them. They've been here for 3 years.
When I think of how frantic Tataru and the others must be, I want nothing more than to rush back and reassure them.
Don't worry, I sent them my fairy.
But we still haven't found a way to reverse the summoning. And even if we had, we couldn't just ignore Urianger's vision. He may use 10 words where 1 would suffice, and they may often obscure as much as they reveal. But on this matter, he was as clear as day. I do not doubt for one moment that he saw what he claims.
I'm sure he did.
Nor how difficult it must have been to speak about them. The 8th Umbral Calamity and your death aren't exactly topics for idle conversation. As much as I might want to go home, I don't want to go home to that. We can't allow the rejoining to happen, which means we have to save the first from the Sin Eaters.
Okay.
That great wall of white is a remnant of the flood. 100 years ago, the balance in the first tipped decisively in favor of light. From that moment, it rose and swelled with each passing day, and then, without warning, it burst forth like water from a broken dam. A colossal wave of pure light, drowning everything in its wake. Only Norvrant was spared.
And only because of the Oracle of Light.
For the most part, living things are composed of ether of various different aspects.
Okay, here we go. Lord
But
Dump.
when exposed to such a flood, their etheric harmony is shattered, and their natural form breaks down. Then they either perish, or are warped into mindless abominations.
The Sin Eaters.
Yes, that's how the Sin Eaters came to be. They were once living creatures, or people.
I've always
that
found
were
it weird.
caught in the path.
Okay, this is one of the criticisms I have about
Once the
Shadowbringers.
change is wrought, there is no going back. In that instant, they are gripped by an insatiable appetite for ether, and will happily gorge themselves on any living thing within reach.
Might be a thing that I just didn't understand
But
previously.
That is not the worst of it. The stronger Sin
Well,
Eaters
I'll get into
can
it in a
plant
minute.
light in us, like seeds in soil, corrupting our ether and triggering the birth of new monstrosities. They are creatures of base instinct that exist only to feed and to multiply. They feel no pity, know no remorse, and are utterly deaf to reason, which is why they must be destroyed. Every last one of them. The infirmary is full of the Sin Eaters' victims, left here to spend their final hours waiting for the change to overtake them.
It's kind of like a zombie virus. Okay. One of my criticisms, and maybe this is based on my own lack of understanding or knowledge, is it gets really abstract for me when you talk about light and darkness and the draining of ether, right? They say that in the past, the Warriors of Light they did too good a job. And the balance tipped to the light. When you talk about it like that, it's almost like morals. You're talking about divinities or something, you know? Light is good. Goodness and holiness, almost. And darkness is bad guys and evil, like the Asians. So if you're going to talk about it in those terms, that's fine. You can do that. Light and dark, sure. But then when you talk about a flood of light, this is not ether. In fact, it takes ether. It drains of ether. But what is it? Why was this produced? Because the Warriors of Light won too many battles. Maybe the game explains that and I've forgotten it, but that to me was always the abstract. And when they start talking about light in both forms of it is a goodness, it is good triumphing evil, is light versus dark, but also it is draining aether, and it is about what's the word, stasis. They use a lot of synonyms that don't line up in the context in which they use it all the time. I think this was one of the disconnects I had with this expansion. I just kind of maybe couldn't get my head fully around it, you know? I'm gonna have to run ads here real quick, I'm afraid. So I'm gonna hit that button. Boom. I am gonna keep playing, but if there's a cutscene coming up, I'll try and put it off for a sec. Because I don't like the idea of people missing out on stuff because of the ads. But it's also better than having pre-rolls. So, sorry. Anyway, that's one of the disconnects I have with this expansion. It's just a matter of time. More for some, less for others. Those patients will all become monsters in the end. Also, the whole Sin Eaters and holy imagery. Why is it a Sin Eater? Why is that the name they go with? It doesn't really make sense to me. That's all. It's a mild criticism, I think. This one I have. And to add insult to injury, the afflicted are feared, shunned, cast out of society, and exiled here to the edge of the world. The only good thing I have to say about the hellish place is that it has served me well as a training ground. Testing and the others have also been kind enough to share their knowledge of the Sin Eaters. which is knowledge I cannot share with you, while you help me finish my patrol, of course. I should be using this opportunity and this experience to level up a lower level. I should be doing that. I'm gonna do Red Mage, fuck it. Telling their ranks. Here's what we'll do. I'll take the east side of the inn, and you take the west. That way you can have an undiluted experience with the resident terrors. The marks on your map are where the usual trouble spots are. You can assume that any beast with a white hide or carapace is a sin eater, but you'll know for sure soon enough when they come slathering after your ether. Remember, it's kill or be killed with these monsters. Once you've slain whatever's prowling around here, we can rendezvous back at the north entrance. Good hunting. Alright, let's go kill some. Oopah, get out of there. Tender love. You aren't tender loving me, dude. Wow, these guys are chunking me down, huh? I should be using my chocobo, right? Oh god, leave me alone. Yeah, get fucked. Oh, nothing here. Okay. Welcome back. Those ads have just finished. So again, I don't like running them, but it's kind of a lesser two evils, I'm afraid. Get out of here. Did Alice say? Jingle, jingle, jingle. Sounds like Christmas. Like Santa's sleigh. How did you fare? Well, I killed them. They were creepy. Ah, I thought there might be one or two lurking on the fringes. Nothing out of the ordinary for this area. I suppose you noticed it yourself, but individually, these lesser sin eaters are no more deadly than any natural predator you might encounter in the desert. It's when they appear in numbers that they pose a threat. Much like the void scent, they have an unfortunate tendency to flock to the strongest of their kind. Thus, when a powerful sin eater goes on the hunt, it might be attended by a veritable swarm of weaker kin. Imagine an army of such creatures descending on a village or hamlet. That's the basic idea behind my patrols, to call their ranks often enough that their numbers won't be overwhelming when the big ones come out to play, and you've certainly helped on that front. Let's report our victories to Tesseline, shall we? I just want to throw it out there, by the way, guys. If any of you are on EU, I'm on the Aether. The Aether? The Chaos server? Louis Soir Chaos? I believe it is. if you guys want to like friend request me or anything like that, so as I'm playing through, you can come join me in dungeons and trials and stuff. That's all chill as well. I tend to just have a good time with it, be super chill. Is there a command I should have for that? Maybe I should have a bot command for that. Alistair tells me you helped out her patrol. You have my thanks, and my apologies for leading you from one battle to another ever since the moment we met. In any case, I'm glad to see the two of you found each other. You have no idea how badly Alistair has missed your company. Everything is always, if Reeve were here, he would. That's an exaggeration, and I don't like the sound, and I don't sound like that either. I was simply trying to view matters from another perspective, and I respect Reeve's methods. Honestly, after seeing him in action, I can understand why. Where he leaps into the fray without hesitation is really something to behold. I might be a little smitten myself. Oh. Hey, I'm only teasing. I have no doubt he deserves all the admiration he gets, just as you do. Okay. Right. I'm going to be a stick in the mud, and I'm going to end the stream there, I'm afraid. We've got a good chunk done today, and it is coming up to 1 in the morning for me. I've been streaming now for 3 hours, and I am absolutely fucking knackered. So I'm actually going to call it there. I really had a great time. Thank you so much, Embers and Aurelia, for hanging out, keeping me company. Appreciate the follow, Aurelia. It's very kind of you. Yeah, if you had a good time, I'd love to see you guys in the future. Give us a follow. If anyone is watching on YouTube right now, drop a subscription. I'd really appreciate it. I'll probably be on tomorrow evening at some point, roughly about the same time, 9 PM or so, maybe a bit earlier. But yeah, that'll be it for today. Again, thank you very much. I appreciate all of you so much. Have a good evening, and I'll see you all next time. What am I doing? Goodbye. Fuck it, I'm gonna send you on a raid. Whoever remains. Gonna go raid someone.
By the way.
Boom. Thanks guys, appreciate you so much. I don't know how raids work, but I'm sending you, whatever that means. I don't know how raids work. Am I still alive? Can you still see me? You still hear me?
I'm All Dressed Chips, and we're deep in this cutscene. Yes.